So I'm actually not trying to be funny here. I'm being like dead ass serious, and this has been like on my mind for a while, but I didn't know how to say it and make it make sense. Um, why is Rihanna performing at the Super Bowl? Like on God, she hasn't put out music in like 5 years. Like, well, she put out one track for the Wakanda movie. Like, Olivia Rodrigo should be performing at the Super Bowl. Or Taylor Swift. Those would be artists who should be. Who else could be like Lizzo, even maybe, or Lotto. Even Miley Cyrus has a new project coming out. Like Doja Cat. Okay, like there's Rihanna has not. She's not even a musician anymore. She's literally just a, a makeup mogul, billionaire with a baby. Like Rihanna should be in maternity pants at home. Like I am completely confused about how and why. Here's another thing. Like the Super Bowl and NFL is this completely white space. I mean, there are black players, okay, but like the owners, the people who watch it, the people who buy the tickets, we have to put this into perspective for a minute, guys. Like, we're talking about America. We're talking about football with the little triangle ball that they throw with the gear and they tackle each other. Not soccer, football. And it's super white. Like the players are black, but like 80% of the sport is just white people. It's like white America's pastime. Just watching black men kill each other. Like that's the sport. Babies partake in it, children, mothers, fathers, everyone. Every Sunday for a whole season, they made whole like virtual leagues around it. You talk about it at their sports bars, all this culture around it. Like it's like everything, right? So the most popular American artist should be performing there. There's some country artist who's like super popular out here. Malin Morin or something. He's like some weird white kid who sings country songs, but he's like really popular here. Like all the white people love him. He should be performing at the Super Bowl, right? That's who the audience is. It's like 80% people who are just like him. Don't get me wrong, because like there are other years that Rihanna should have been performing at the Super Bowl. Like when Rihanna came out with Anti, that would have been a good year. When she came out with Talk That Talk, that would have been a good year. Any other year, really, she's had a lot of albums. It was just like album after album that she could have had a Super Bowl performance, but 2023 is a very, very strange year to have Rihanna at the Super Bowl. Like, I don't even watch the sport at all. I mean, obviously, I'm not even gonna tune in for Rihanna's performance. I'm just gonna watch it on YouTube after. And like, if she puts out merch, I think she just put out some merch for the NFL performance. I'm gonna buy it, of course. But yeah, like I'm not watching the Super Bowl or I'm not gonna attend. I don't even know any players. Like I don't. It's just so insignificant in my life. Like yeah, I don't know. Racism in America is like so crazy. Like they gave J Lo and Shakira a halftime performance before Rihanna. They put out that whack ass list of like singers, the best singers, and neither of those bitches made the list. They put out a whole list of the most attractive people. Neither of those bitches made that list. They are on no significant lists they're so insignificant in terms of global stats, but American whiteness reigns above everything else, above the sky and the moon, reality, money, economics, just everything. In 2023, the year when 20 like it's been like 5 years since Rihanna put out music. Let's be honest here. Why is she performing at the Super Bowl? Like, I love Rihanna down. She's so talented, but her Super Bowl performance should have been in like 2017. Like, whatever year J Lo and Shakira did the halftime performance, Katy Perry, like, come the fuck on. Like, Katy Perry's not even holding. If Katy Perry is dead right now, I swear to God, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't even know. She's so insignificant. Like, I can't even. If she was literally dead right now, like, my life wouldn't change at all. I'd be like, oh, wow, who? Okay. She got a halftime show, a Super Bowl show before Rihanna. Well, you know. The other thing that I think is like super weird, like no one even likes black women in this country. So like, why are y'all pretending like you like black women? Like, I don't. Go listen to any black girls like YouTube channel. Like, it's not really poppin' being black in America. It's poppin' being black other places, but like not America. Being black in America is just like this awful story of oppression. It's just like everywhere you go, like your womanness is always taken for granted. Like your blackness is just this oppression token of nothingness. It's just so awful, like at all times. I don't even know. Why do you guys want black people performing at the Super Bowl? It just doesn't make any sense. I guarantee you there are no black girls who have been like tuning in to the fucking Super Bowl. Like, that's not a thing. Nobody's cheering for the niggers who are gonna die because of concussions. Like, that's not a thing. It's only like white dudes who watch the Super Bowl and they want to see Olivia Rodrigo. So why don't they just, or Taylor Swift, why don't they just give them that? Like, why are you giving like fat pregnant Rihanna? She's like, just because she's like postpartum Rihanna. That's what's hot in America right now. I don't even understand. I've said this a gazillion times. She's not even black American. Like, Rihanna's from Barbados. Even so, now they've like blocked off streets and made whole documentaries in Barbados about Rihanna performing at the Super Bowl, which makes sense because she's like from the islands, right? Like, there's a lot of black people in the world, but not in America. So, like, if America wants to have shit, you have to celebrate the people from here. There are black American art. Like, Lizzo has put out shit. She's like a black American. SZA has put out shit. Like, that's actually really good. Jasmine Sullivan. But Rihanna hasn't put out shit in like 5 years. I mean, I'm super happy for her. Like, I'm not trying to take away, like, she doesn't deserve it. She deserves it 5 years ago. Whenever she put out her last album, that was the time. But for whatever reason, whoever was making decisions didn't feel. I don't know how you could be in the music industry and honestly have a serious conversation and be like, there was somebody who was more worthy than Rihanna to perform at the Super Bowl, but old white men, they put racism above anything else. So it could be talent, anything. They don't even give a shit. Money, they lost money, all type of shit. The whole country, they don't care. They're like, as long as we have whiteness, it's fine. I mean, I really don't give a shit. I'll run up the numbers on YouTube, but I'm definitely not tuning into whatever television show is streaming that because no. So.